Well, I thought I had it done, but went to tighten that chain, and the one side I was tightening up way farther. I was way farther up on this eye bolt than I was on the other side, so knew something wasn't right. Well, this side of the drum bearing was out, so I got to tear it all back apart again. Woohoo! Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anyways, yeah, just thinking about it and a few comments and stuff, talking to people about this old machine. This is thinking about it more. I've had this combine for almost half my life, if you can believe that or not. So it's just, whenever I do get rid of it, it's going to be kind of tough, but kind of outgrown it. It just, harvest would be a lot easier with a bigger machine, newer machine that, everything on here is 40 years old. So, or what hasn't been replaced is all 40 years old anyhow. So, but it kind of opens up a can of worms, as some of you understand, some of you might not. But like this old bean head, it's a good match for it. Actually, if you can believe it or not, this is a 20-foot head. And this originally was purchased with a 4420. And it does not have dial-o-matic. It's just this square plug. There's three electrical connections on it. So I assume it's up, down, and neutral is, I don't know if that's right or wrong or whatever, but that's the same plug that this combine has. This combine does not have dial-o-matic. So if this combine goes, this head basically has to go. And I've spent a lot of money on this head too. The seals originally had just the steel seals on it, is what they call it, that were shiny there, that stainless steel. I put that on a few years ago. Put new poly under it. I don't know. Now it's probably been 8 years ago or better, but this head and the combine that it was on sat for quite a few years. So, I mean, really when I bought it, it was a pretty low acre head. And I mean, I would, I've seen a lot of 220s for sale, and I think you're going to be hard pressed to find any nicer than what this one is, condition wise. So, I mean, that's a little bit of heartbreak for me too, to see that go, to be honest. And the next can of worms is a corn head. This corn head is an earlier model 643. Does not have the oil bath. It's just got a cover over the chain on the sides. The later ones had an oil bath where that chain ran in oil all the time, which is a really good deal. But these gearboxes are a little bit different, the way I understand. There's some gear inside these gearboxes that can shell out, but some of you know, some of you can go back in my videos, and I put the complete Calmer kit in this corn head. The chopping rolls, the gathering chain sprockets, the deck plates, all that. I think I did 3 years ago, and I think it was a year before that I put Polytin poly on it. And also when I did the chopping rolls, put NDY stock stompers on it. So after the stock goes through the head, then it gets smashed down by those. So I've got an ornate amount of money stuck into this head. So Probably what I'd be looking at is like a 9500 or something like that to replace that combine, so I could continue to run this head, because the way it sits, I'd never get my money back out of this head. I gotta use it to get my money back out of it, basically, which I've ran it for 3 years. Maybe you could say that I got my money out of it, but at the same time, that I probably spent, oh, what did I figure? Probably 13,000 in an old 643, which, you look at a lot of 643s for sale, they're gonna be in the $2,000 to $3,000 range. So to put it into perspective for you, if you don't know. So that's why I'd be looking at like a 9500 or something like that to run a 6-row head, because otherwise you buy a bigger machine that needs basically an 8-row head on it. Well, all of a sudden this 12-row planter, that doesn't work. And all of a sudden the sprayer that I just bought this year, 60-foot boom, all of a sudden, well, if you're going to have an 8-row header, you need a 16-row planter. And then if you got a 16-row planter, then all of a sudden you need an 80-foot sprayer. So it just opens up a whole can of worms. Well, I got off rambling on there, but well, I guess that's probably gonna wrap it up on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed a few of my thoughts and stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.